Evening, freaks. I am here to drop in with you to call in the energy of this lit supermoon in Sagittarius. I'm loving the energy that is building tonight. I've been really just vibing on the moonlit walks. I plan on going out a little bit later, just kind of tapping in, feeling the energies in the ether. I don't know what kind of visibility I'm going to get out there. We're supposed to have rain coming in. I just saw lightning flashes here in Detroit. So but I still want to go out, and just be out in the atmosphere and tap into it. I also wanted to do a little collective tarot and just tap into the energies coming in with this lunar cycle, see what's in store for us. I have been getting some downloads prior to this full moon, which is also square Neptune. And this is really interesting because Sagittarius's ruler is Jupiter. Well, Pisces ruler is Neptune, but Pisces also shares Jupiter as a ruling planet. So I really feel there's this parallel going on right now, where both of these energies are really, front and center. So we're talking high priestess energy, moon energy, right? For Pisces, hanged man energy, a little bit. There's still a little remaining clearing work we have to do of old energies because that big daddy Jupiter energy coming in with Sagittarius is really asking us to move into bigger shoes, step into bigger shoes, move into expansion, stop playing small, take the deep dive, go for the far out dream, believe that anything's possible, and be a little ballsy about it, put yourself out there, not hold yourself back, embracing more of a spirit of enthusiasm over fear, really flip-flopping the energy and getting that view, getting that different perspective from the time spent in that hanged man energy, looking at things a new ways. Sometimes things aren't right side up until you look at them upside down. That's a bit of kind of like fairy logic, and I feel like fairy is really front and center just because, we got that midsummer night's eve coming in pretty soon, right? We got the solstice time, and there's a lot of like wild kind of feral energy in the atmosphere, a lot of playful energy in the atmosphere. I'm really feeling it, and I also feel like there's really the opportunity to get a lot of clues, a lot of directive about your next steps forward, because this time of kind of like doing the remaining clearing work, cutting any cords that are left lingering to shit that's held you down, that's kept you attached to an old way of being or an old way of viewing yourself or the world or people around you. It's time to sever those cords of those things that have held you back, and kept you small. And it's really time to step up to the plate. It's action time. Like the curtain's coming up with this Sagittarius super moon, and things that were hidden are really going to start being illuminated. Okay. So it's going to be an interesting time, but there's also this blessing energy in play that allows us to really have the courage and kind of, I want to say like the moxie, to face our challenges and really rise above them, and make something pretty awesome happen because of those challenges that couldn't have happened otherwise. It's just about having that confidence to put yourself out there, having that confidence to gamble on the wild dream, having that confidence to, invest in yourself, not be afraid to put yourself first for a change, do what's really speaking to you instead of trying to please everybody around you. I feel like these energies are really front and center, and the energy feels very much like it's uplifting. It's raising the vibe, which is nice because there's been a lot of drudgery energy for a while, but I want to get some cards on the board straight away for the collective. Yeah, right off the bat comes out as crossing influence. We got the Eight of Wands. Everything is about to really pick up. Things are going to start moving here. Expect messages to pick up. We also, have Mercury's in that forward motion now too. We're still a little bit in the post shadow of that, but things are really going to start moving. I see people not staying put. And I mean that, not just physically, like being on the road, making little road trips, making connections with people and in other areas, hopping on a plane, going for a trip, seeing people you haven't seen for a while, hearing from people you haven't heard from for a while, surprise messages, people you never thought you'd hear from again showing up, things that you never thought would come around the bend again, as far as opportunities. Suddenly being presented to you, doors flying open. I'm really just seeing this energy pick up so much. It's like a quickening energy. It's going to move very fast. All right. So once we hit summer solstice, all right, it's coming up. It's just around the corner. You got like a week, man. Got like a week. Like you need to tie up those loose threads because it's action time, the curtain's coming up and it's action time. And there's going to be a lot of stuff coming at you. It's going to come at you quickly. A lot of different opportunities, a lot of different options, all right? And a lot of pathways opening up that maybe you didn't expect would be opening up to you, but they're coming in. And it's all to create transformation in your life. And look for these things to come in very like synchronistic ways. Like you're just at the right place at the right time. And it's all because you just decided, well, today I'm not going to, sit around on the couch. I'm like actually going to go out into the world and just kind of mill about, talk to people I run into. 7:22 on the clock when I said that, and it's through doing that you sort of like step in a partnership with spirit, and you're allowing spirit to really sort of guide you and put you in the flow of life again. If you've been kind of like, I feel like there's a lot of the collective that's been recluse, that they've been keeping to themselves. They've kind of been holding their energy back. I think there's been a big adjustment after spending so much time in sort of a disconnected state over the past couple of years, that people are, they're trying to get their sea legs back, all this Neptunian energy too, right? That can be very illusory. And it is like a lot of us are coming out of a big illusion, right? I mean, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about that, but on a global level, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on right now. There's a lot of glamour being cast out there, and more people are starting to kind of like come to and look at what's really going on. So, this message is playing out in the collective on, a wide scope level, but also individually in your life, just making those adjustments to how changeable everything has been in the recent years with all the upheaval we've had in our lives because of what's gone on globally. It's really time to start on the micro level, and you need to get your energy back out there. We need the creators in the world right now. We need people, creating the kind of change, they want to see in the world. Through making it happen on the individual level in their lives. We need more people that are healing, that are whole, that are going for their fulfillment, going for the things that really inspire them, bringing their contributions into the world. We need more of that energy, and you need more of that energy too, to just be aligned with, what really fills you up, what really gives you a reason to wake up every morning and feel that you're grateful, to be here. A lot of people have lost that spirit of gratitude, and Jupiter, Sagittarius's ruler, is a very gregarious planet, okay? Very gregarious, and can bring a lot of wild blessings, but you have to be open to the energy. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. Like nothing is ever served up on a silver platter. So I feel like there's really this need for the collective to get out and about and circulate. And even if you have to go off alone, and just sort of just stroll about town, you know, make small talk with strangers, just put yourself in different environments, or, you know, go on a little short road trip to a local town you've never been to and just check it out, you know, just get out into the flow of life. And I think you're going to be really surprised. You're going to see all kinds of like messages coming in through your experiences that are going to be like, I'm really getting this image of like cookie crumbs, you know, little cookie crumbs that lead to the cookie jar, you know, and that's where all your goodies are that are waiting for you. And you gotta follow them. You gotta follow the trail, and you can't do that when you're sitting at home, you know. Yeah, you've really been in this space of this Five of Pentacles collective. You've really felt sort of like you've been going through a dark night of the soul. A lot of you have been looking at what's lacking in your life. And I feel also on a very real level, people are very concerned about their finances with everything that's going on in the economy right now. But I think we're really going to see this energy start to move. But the changes that happen, okay, and I mean, this message is expansive. It wants to come in. So I'm just going to speak to it right off the bat, you know. Let's just do the deep dive, okay? With Neptune here, let's do the deep dive. You know, with what's happening economically on a global level, it's also about creating change in how economics function on the individual level. All right. And I'll just like leave you with that. It's also about understanding that money is currency, and it is a current. It carries a current. It carries an energy. Where are you investing your money? It matters. It matters. And also looking at different types of currency, okay? Like the kind of work you do, the trade skills you have, your creativity, these are forms of currency too, you know, and looking at how you can start to trade, you know, hey, I have this service to offer. Oh, you offer that? I really could use some of that. You know, there's different ways to think of generating abundance in your life. It doesn't all have to be dependent on actual coin, okay? So it's like opening up to these different ideas about how you can create prosperity in your life, and different streams of, you know, abundance that can come in and really fill your cup, so you feel supported and you have that, you know, sense of security that you want to create for yourself, that foundation. But there are more forms of currency than just the dollar bill. Okay. And so I think a lot of people are feeling this, you know, I think collectively, because of everything that's going on with the economics, with finances, that a lot of people are feeling this like kind of scarcity consciousness. And we need to stop that. We need to stop that right now, because, you know, our thoughts are things. They are, and they have power. And if everywhere you look, what you're seeing is scarcity, you're going to, you know, feed the scarcity, not where everybody has enough. There is no lack, you know. And I'm not saying that like you think these positive thoughts and everything changes overnight. It's like a lot of an unraveling process. A lot of this shit is belief constructs that we've inherited, right? We've taken them on. Uh, and that's a lot of healing involved in that. A lot of dropping, you know, our illusions, that Neptunian energy. Regardless, you know, just speaking on a personal level, if you've been worried about finances, I really see you don't need to worry about that. Money's going to come in. Yeah, what's right on the bottom of the deck energy right here? Ace of Pentacles, okay? New beginning coming in, right? New beginning coming in around finances, around prosperity. We're just at the start, okay? We're just at the start of this cycle. It's coming in now. Ace of Pentacles is a spring time season card. We are currently in spring. We're not in summer yet, okay? So I feel like this is sort of giving us a little bit of hope that, yes, there is going to be a new beginning. And there is this big boss energy in play too with the Emperor. And this gives us a clue about, what we need to do to move forward. It's stepping into that Mars sort of taking initiative, energy, being bold, willing to kind of do things in different ways, willing to put yourself out there. Also, willing to go your own way, do your own thing. Those of you who maybe have started your own businesses or be working on your own business projects, you need to go potty? Yeah? Hold on, he does this every time. I'm telling you, it's just Ted wanting attention. He wants everybody to know he's here. Those of you who are considering starting, a side gig where you got your own hustle going on and you're wondering, would it be wise for me to invest in this? Am I cut out, for entrepreneurship? I really say go for it with this Emperor energy. This also represents the sign of Aries. So, if you have Aries strongly aspected in your chart, this may really be speaking to you. And by strongly aspected, I mean Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Also, if you just have the first house of Aries really loaded with planets, even if they're not in the sign of Aries, that could really speak to a strong influence. And I believe that if you have a Aries and Chiron placement, you probably spent a lot of time doing some unraveling around this issue, around scarcity consciousness, around poverty consciousness. I think you've also kind of been doing some generational healing with that. Maybe you've spotted a pattern of this kind of consciousness in your ancestry, and you've sort of been cutting ties with that stuff. I feel like there's a little bit more of that to do, but it looks like the new beginning is coming. Things are going to start moving. Yeah, we see Ace of Cups. Okay, invest in yourself. I'm really getting this in a business capacity. I feel like a lot of you out there have really creative ideas for ways that you can generate abundance in your life, the ways you can generate financial stability, financial growth for yourself. Some of you have really lofty goals. You don't want just a little bit of growth. You really want to experience the other side of the coin, so to speak. You want to experience the other side of the coin. You want to know what it means to have wealth. And, hey, more power to you if that's what you're wanting to call in. Again, it all has to do with your consciousness around currency, how you think of that. If you solely think of it as just, only selfish people are wealthy, then you're kind of missing the point of what could be done. If you were a wealthy person, you could affect a lot of change in the world because money does talk in this world. You could do some good. You could do a lot of philanthropic work, So it's really about looking at the ways like how can, the head and the heart align, how can you create a career that is, fulfilling for you, that fills your cup and allows you to step into such abundance that you just have this endless supply that you're able to nourish, all of life all around you, all of everybody around you. Yeah, we really see you stepping into this Eight of Pentacles energy. You're creating something here. You're building something here. It's a new beginning. It fulfills you. It brings you good financial reward. Things are going to move fast. You're going to make a lot of contacts. And if you've been struggling financially and you've been really behind and having a hard time, and you've been worried about that, you're not going to be worried much longer. I see a lot of growth in this area. Yeah, top of the deck energy, Six of Swords. We're moving away from the troubled times. We're moving into calmer waters. Also, I would say some of you, where this thing takes off, it may require you to be in another location. I could also see this as maybe you've always worked outside of the home and maybe you shift and you transition and you start doing online work, that's kind of moving to a different location with your work too. So for some of you, this is what's coming in. Yeah, and I think there is a lot of concern, like, will it grow? Will it be enough to sustain me with this Seven of Pentacles? And I would say it can be whatever you want it to be. Okay. And I think that's what this, super Sag moon energy is trying to teach us. Look at this fire horse here. And this fire horse also has wings. It's like it's got the initiative, it's got the inspiration, and it's got the power and the action to make shit happen. Horse totem is all about power and the ability to move forward. So we see that if you go for it, you'll be blessed up. I gave that title card a particular meaning in this deck. It's if wishes were horses, the dreamers would ride, okay? And I mean, horse is totally Sagittarius energy, okay? So I think that's what we're kind of being dared to do. I sort of feel like the Sag moon is daring us to take a gamble. What really excites you? What makes you enthusiastic? And this initial message is coming out in terms of finances, in terms of business pursuits. Yeah, there's going to be some kind of beginning here, okay, with this Page of Wands. You're about to take an action in this regard. You're about to do something different. Some of you have been developing your business idea for a while, and maybe you invested a lot of energy in a particular direction and you thought you would see a lot of growth, but you didn't quite see as much growth as you anticipated. And you might be feeling a little disconnected from that work now too, and realizing that you're actually more inspired to go in another direction with this Six of Swords energy. Okay, this is another story coming in. I see you doing it. I see you going for it. Make the change. If you're kind of sitting on the fence and you're trying to decide between one of those two things, I say go for it. And what a confirmation coming in right behind that. We got the Star card, okay? That's the promise of like success, attainment. Again, the Star always comes forward to let you know, like there's reason to hope. Things are going to get better. There's brightness up ahead. Look at that sun in the sky there. It's like this message has really been coming in so strongly that summer is just when it all pops off. And in particular, I've been getting very, very intensely and adamantly Leo season. It just keeps tugging at me. Leo season is when a lot of people are going to see the reward for what they've invested their energy in. Now, will some people be rewarded with fuck shit? Well, yeah. I mean, if you invested your energy in negative bullshit, then you might not like to see what comes forward as that sun starts shining. Because while the sun does bring warmth and happiness and success and joy, it also illuminates, okay? It illuminates what's been hiding in the dark. It illuminates what's been going on, behind the scenes that nobody can see. So, it's one of those things, you reap what you sow. That's just how life works. It all shakes out eventually, okay? But if you've been really investing yourself and in ways that are about growth, empowerment, going after your dreams, putting positive energy out there, there's a lot of hope that's going to come in. There's a lot of, beautiful new beginnings, and it all kicks off in July and August, late July and August. And that was Aquarius energy here, okay? Also with that Page of Wands, we're looking at fire sign energy. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you might be the ones taking some new actions, those of you who have those placements in your chart. I always do call out the signs especially and make notation of it when it's a court card, because the court cards actually represent players on the board, people who are involved in the situation. So if you have a strong, fire sign placement, I would say this is really speaking powerfully to you, okay? Take the initiative, make it happen. You might want to do something that other people don't agree with this Five of Wands. You might have some people arguing with you about your actions that you want to take. Ooh, for you guys, this might be around a love matter. We do have the Lovers here, okay, making an appearance. Lovers is also associated with the archetype of Gemini, okay? we do see there's some kind of message that comes in. All right. There's some kind of message that comes in that brings a turnaround in a romantic impasse, is what I'm getting. Maybe there was a big fight, there was a big fallout in a romantic relationship, and there's some message that comes in that turns this around. I want to get a cut of the deck energy on that, and looks like we're picking up a new thread. Okay, we started off with kind of like global stuff, deep stuff, went into finances, and now we're looking at love. It looks like, yeah, we got 3 of Wands energy here. Okay, so in terms of the business stuff, you know, really your ships are about to come in. You're going to really see where you put forth the effort, you're going to see the reward. And where you didn't, you're also going to see what really needs to be addressed through tangible action. I'm getting that message really strongly. So, um, you know, get on it now. If you have any last things that you need to tie up, if you have any loose ends, you know, if there's something you know that you should be addressing, you should be completing, you know, a conversation you need to have, a boundary you need to put up, a cord you need to cut, you know, some kind of closure or healing you need to create. Now is the time, man. And I'm telling you that energy will be really rewarded. And I do see some of you in terms of probably a soul connection, you know, soulmate type of connection. Somebody you have a very strong bond with, where there's been a falling out. I do see some of you, yeah, you know, I just crossed in the cut of the deck, temperance. Okay, this is balancing things out, right? And it is also the card of Sagittarius. Okay, so another fire sign message there. I do see a lot of you taking action to sort of balance things with people where you've had fallout. And I think there's a lot of energy and support of that over this lunar cycle. Just with the ability for us to kind of overcome our illusions, you know, take off our rose colored glasses, look at what we need to do to, you know, walk away from the bitterness and move towards more of the sweet taste in life is really what I'm getting. Okay, I want to do another pass of the deck here with the tarot, see what other messages we got coming in here for the collective for this lunar cycle. Kicked off with the Sagittarius super moon. Okay, so this is interesting. So right now we're all just kind of like hanging out, right? I'm sure you're feeling the energy build. There's that hangman energy, you know, that I was talking about, that Pisces energy where you have to, you know, look at things in a new way. You have to uh, stop looking at the way things have always been and instead open up the opportunity for things to be quite different than you expected. I feel like the more you can kind of get out of your head, you know, the more that you can kind of get out of your head and just sort of be open to looking at things in a new way, I feel like the more that you're going to see clearly which directions you should explore. And if you turn this card the other way around, you know, they're dancing. They're dancing when it goes right side up. So I feel like this hanging out, like I said, I feel like it's coming to an end. Now we had this card come out as a crossing influence. And yeah, the crossing influence is death. Okay. It's like it's time to just let go, let an old cycle come to a close. You know, the time for hanging out and wondering what the next move is coming to completion. We're going to start moving forward real fast here. All right. There's a lot of bats in this hanged man card, and bats are all about rebirth energy. All right. So just like what goes up must come down, what goes down must also come up. Okay. So this energy is really about to turn around. It's been very slow moving, okay, with this Knight of Pentacles here. All right, that's Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the slowest moving Knight in the deck. But it's because this Knight really wants to have something tangible to offer. So they are very focused on doing the groundwork, laying a foundation. You know, I also see this Ace of Pentacles um, as symbolic of like that dream, that thing you want to see growth in. And I think again, you know, this is speaking in some cases, probably a lot of cases, actually, I just heard of, you know, wanting to grow financially, you know, is really what's coming in. And to grow financially to fuel a bigger dream, you know, maybe you want to create a certain kind of um, home environment for yourself. Maybe you're wanting to buy a new home. There may be a lot of you that are wanting to buy a home, in particular, people that have sort of been dealing with the fluctuations of the rental market. They're tired of moving around. They're tired of the instability. So some of you are really working on this. You're trying to create stability so you can get a home for yourself, you know, and have something that you own, you know. Yeah, some actually, this is coming in for some of you. I believe some of you are working on this right now. And some of you are also in the process of trying to sell your home so you can move to another. I see there's an offer on the table. You're not sure if you want to take it or not. I do see that you should really look into the fine print of this offer that's been made, and really kind of weigh it out, balance it out, you know, with this Two of Pentacles here. Is it really fair? Is it equitable? I think you'll end up going for it. I say yes, this leads to Ten of Cups. It leads to, you know, your happiness. And that is the truth with this Ace of Swords. This may speak very strongly, in particular, to Virgo collective, okay, with this Hermit card coming up here. And that's a dual message for that Knight of Pentacles energy, okay, because Virgo is part of that collective. So I think a lot of, you know, the Virgo collective has really been looking for that sense of home and what home means to them, you know. And that's really what's sort of their guiding light right now. It's what's guiding them forward. Yeah, we see partnership here. So a lot of you will be moving in together, you know, with this Two of Wands, with the Two of Cups. That's like a soulmate coming together with you, with this beautiful Ten of Cups energy. Right behind that, we have King of Cups, okay? So King of Cups, that's water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Um, this is an actual player on the board, okay? So we got earth sign energy and we got water sign energy there, all right? We also got just opening up emotionally, being in the place where you're ready to give and receive love again. And we see this very clearly with this Ten of Swords energy that, you know, you've released the past, you've released the past. It was 33 on the clock when I said that. Maybe you were going down a certain path, and then halfway down the path, you said, I don't want to go this way. You went a totally different way. And you know, you took the L, you let that ship go. You were open to letting it go because you really aligned with where your true light is. You're following this guiding light. Look at that. There's this light. It reminds me of the super moon energy, right? This is very interesting. I'm getting a big message here. Bear with me. There's this theme about following light in these cards. Okay? The light within guided you to, you know, the light that's on the other side of this letting go, you know, where your true happiness is. And you chose a path. You chose a different path. Midstream is what I'm picking up, but this was the wise decision, man, because it leads to your Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, and that Two of Wands energy. I do see this story for some of you out there, speaking really strongly for those with water and earth sign placement. It does lead to your happy home, okay? Let's see what we got here. Top of the deck energy, see how things are going to move forward with that. I see Page of Cups right here. A lot of you are getting married. A lot of you are getting married, and there's also a lot of you that are going to be having babies. If you don't want to get pregnant, especially you water signs, I say, make sure that you're doing what you need to do to protect yourself, because I do see that there's going to be invitations going out for a lot of you. A lot of you are going to be sending out wedding invitations. There's going to be those of you sending out, baby shower invitations. Some of you are going to be, welcoming babies in. Some of you are going to be welcoming babies in Cancer season, Yeah, you think so, Ted? Are some people going to be having their babies in Cancer season? Yeah. Yeah, I see it going really well. Yeah, it's like a whole new beginning. You're about to head off on a brand new adventure. This is Aquarius energy with the Fool. Okay. It's a brand new start. It's that 0 that's promised in the 10. 0 is like the new path, the new direction that brings with it gifts. Ted, you need to go to the bathroom again. Do you need to go to the bathroom again? You're holding things up. Here, let me let you out. Do you need to go out again? Is that what you need? No? Oh, it's raining out there. Okay. He wants more snacks, but he's not getting any more. Ted's really been like having the munchies lately. I don't know what's going on with him. So yeah, look, you brought to a close the old cycle with this World card, okay? And it promises success in this new direction, the new path you chose with the Fool. Leads to a lot of adventure. I see a lot of traveling, and just really feeling sort of excited about life again. It's like fresh air coming in is what I really feel. Let me see kind of the deck energy here. Yeah. You got a ticket to ride, man. I see dreams coming true. I do, I think that Jupiter is really in a blessing up energy. I see dreams coming true. I see, after a time where you really had to defend yourself, stand up for yourself, fight the good fight, put up with a lot of fuck shit, deal with a lot of, shady fucking people who are trying to sabotage you, trying to bring you down, gossiping about you, trying to block your path. I see you really overcoming that, and you're stepping into this 9 of Cups energy. This is wish fulfillment, and it moves forward fast, okay? It comes in quickly. It's not going to hesitate. Once that light starts to build, the light starts to grow in our lives too. And this is fire sign energy again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, front and center. And I also think with this being a Sagittarius super moon, it's just speaking of what this lunar cycle is going to bring in, that big, Sagittarius energy. It's moving us all into expansion. And that is the judgment, It brings a great feeling of peace. You're finally going to be able to sort of let go of the stress and just like rest easy, knowing like I made the right choices. Like I know the right direction to go. So really pay attention to what comes in for you as we're leading up to that summer solstice, because I really feel like your direction's going to be pointed out to you. And this is what's going to get you moving forward with this Chariot energy. You're going to move forward quickly. There's a lot about movement. Things are not going to stay stuck. I know it feels like we've all been waiting a hot minute for things to get going. It's like, can we get on with it already? But it really is going to move forward, and it's going to move forward fast. And again, big energy coming in for the fire sign collective. There's King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. Yeah. And there's this just such a strong financial message. After a time of rest comes the 10 of Pentacles. You just got to trust. You got to trust that you let go of the right things. It leads to your happiness. It leads to your stability. It leads to your wish fulfillment. It leads to, the home you're looking for. I feel like a lot of people are looking for home. And I want to pull out some other cards too. I want to play with some different cards here. I want to play with the super awesome future cards. Maybe pull a few of these arcane bullshit cards and just kind of see what is coming up for the collective in this lunar cycle. I saw on the split of the deck, look at Sagittarius right there, shooting for that moon, you know. Aim for the moon, man. I think you'll nail it. You'll fucking hit it. I see a lot of transformation coming in for Sagittarius tribe, big time, okay? I feel like you've been trying to pick up the scent of a trail for a long time. I feel like you've been, you know, trying to figure out which direction do I want to go. I think you've done a lot of transformational work on an emotional level. You know, you see that snake in the water there, waters, you know, the ocean. It really speaks to me, you know, the subconscious and doing that deep emotional healing work and transforming emotionally, going through that process of inner alchemy. I feel like a lot of you Sagittarians have really been shedding old skins. I also feel like that's what this moon energy is asking us to do. It's asking us to, you know, accept that maybe there's things you haven't discovered about yourself yet. Be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Be willing to shed your old skins and embrace a new form, a new way of being, a new way of showing up in the world. Okay. There's 4141 on the clock when I said that. Double fives. It's like, yeah, it's time for change. And sometimes change isn't comfortable, but I do see that you now know where you're going. I feel this message coming in really strongly for Sagittarius, but I'm sure this resonates with many people. We got that 33 right there. Helpful people. Okay. You know, look to some Sagittarians that, you know, if you're struggling with moving into this sort of space of adventurousness and expansion and risk taking and daring, okay, you do need to have a little bit of just a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. You got to have a little bit of you know, a little bit of courage to be able to kind of take the risk to put yourself out there and really go for your dreams and aim big, you know, and move into that expansive Jupiter energy. But it's like, uh, if you're ready, you know, if you're ready for success, if you're ready for happiness, if you're ready to see your dreams manifest, you know, start putting yourself out there as if you're already living in that space. And you'll be surprised. You'll see right off the bat the work that you need to do to really claim the life you want. You got to show up. You got to show up in a way in life that actually demonstrates that you're ready to receive that. You know, I've talked about this in another collective reading I did on Cobra's Medicine Bag, my other channel today, where I focus more on kind of like healing, personal development, Ayurveda, things of that nature. And I was just talking about the necessity really to, you know, be able to move into this expansive energy without any kind of attachment, you know, to our old ways of being, because we have to understand that in order to move into the expansion, it requires us to like move beyond the parameters of how we've moved through the world prior to this moment. Like, you are going to be in unknown territory. It's not going to be like something you master right off the bat. And that's where the magic is. The magic's in the leap. It's not in actually hitting the target. The magic is when you just take that risk and you leap and you say, I'll figure it out as I go. I'm going to do this damn thing. Okay. I do see a lot of you taking really bold actions, you know, and if it's something you're nervous about, you know, find a good Sag mentor, somebody who has strong Sag in their chart that can kind of be an ally to you, you know, help you find that courage to invest in what you really want to go after. Yeah, you know, I feel like something is coming in for you all and it's just hitting you like a lightning bolt. And I don't see this in a negative way at all. I just heard, you know, I just heard that, that Rocky Horror Picture Show song where they're talking about it's so frightening, and inviting. It's electrifying. I feel like that's the energy. It's like it's gonna scare you a bit when you really connect with what you want to do, when you really connect with what that thing is that you feel such a strong soul tug when it comes tumbling into your consciousness, it's going to be like shocking you out of your complacency. And it's really going to get you moving. It's going to get you moving. Ooh, we see the secret here. I think, I think that some of y'all got a secret. You got a plan. Maybe you've realized what direction you need to go, but it really requires you breaking from the path. It really requires that you kind of move in stealth. Because if people saw what was going on, they might give you some grief about it, Maybe you got a really good idea too. I see the first thing I saw here, I see symbols down here. I think they each speak to different things. Okay. First of all, I feel like for some of you, this has to do with your finances. For some of you, this has to do with your money. You have a really winning idea. You need to keep it tight-lipped. You need to not be talking about it. You need to not be announcing your moves, because there's people that would take advantage of it if they knew this idea you had. You're on to something here. You're on to something. And I feel like this idea came in for you like a lightning bolt. You need to strike while the iron's hot. You need to go for this. But keep quiet about it. You need to keep quiet about it. So, so important. Okay. For some of you, you have really had a spiritual awakening. Maybe you were raised in a very structured religious background. You're starting to realize that that's not where your path lies. You're about to really own your spirituality and make a break from your old religious traditions. This is kind of a secret, something you've been holding inside for a long time. I see you coming out with it. I see you coming out with it and speaking the truth and letting people see you for who you are. And some of you got, like, honestly, I have to call it like I see it. There's some of you out there, you got some subterfuge situations going on. Some of you are moving kind of dirty behind the scenes. You're up to some not too cool stuff. I'm seeing this communication piece too. I hate to say this, but I feel like a message I'm getting here is that somebody was rifling through somebody's phone, or, got into their social media, and they saw something they weren't supposed to see, some kind of secret messages, some kind of text, or you will be. This could be something that's going to be coming in, and it's going to kind of create a shocking moment that turns everything around. And in that capacity, I'm thinking like tower moment, 48, 44 on the clock when I said that. Yep, we do see with this broken mirror, it might appear to you on the surface that this is a bit of a bad patch of luck. But I'm also getting another message here with this mirror. I feel like somebody has been doing some mirror magic. I feel like somebody out there, this is speaking to somebody. I'm just bringing it in, okay? It's broad, Kevin. We talk about this shit. I feel like there's somebody out there. There's a mirror. There's a mirror in the house, and you felt uncomfortable about it. Maybe this mirror is a second-hand mirror. Maybe it's an antique mirror. Maybe it's something that was handed down to you, and it's been giving you like an icky feeling. I think you need to get rid of this mirror. I feel like there's some juju attached to this mirror. This can happen sometimes. It's also could be that somebody put something on this mirror. If you hang out with people who do shit like that, if you know witchy people, I feel like somebody could have, somebody could have put something on this mirror. Do be aware if you have. I know this is a very strange message. I'm just going to speak to it. If you have a mirror in your house or that was gifted to you, and you have a weird feeling about it, I think you should trust your feelings on that and you should get rid of it. I think one of those secrets is this is somebody who put something on that fucking mirror, or you got it from an estate or something, and it just has some negative energy attached to it. And it's creating fucking tower moments in your life. It's causing problems for you. Get rid of the mirror and it'll be like return to sender. Yeah, this may have to do with your love life. Ooh, I'm seeing love and breakup here. Okay, so I think this may have been to cause division, cause problems, cause separation in your love life. I see if you get rid of that mirror, it's going to turn that all around with vigor. You're going to be able to come back stronger. You'll be like the comeback kid, okay? Top of the deck energy. There is some important message coming in. This has been coming in several readings, okay? So I feel like in about a week's time, there's some kind of important message coming in. And yes, just like my other reading. And you need to be aware when this message comes in, because this is somebody you can't totally trust, all right? This is somebody you can't totally trust. This is somebody who has been interfering in your life. I feel like specifically interfering in your love life. I'm really picking this up, all right? They're trying to create some complicated, competition kind of situation. This is what I'm getting. And it may be connected to those messages some of you find online. 51, 55 when I said that. So I think I'm on to something here. Cut the deck energy. Yeah, you really need to know who's coming off like they're really loyal to you, like they're your friend, like there's somebody you can trust, but they're actually on the attack. Be live to this. So like I said, that super moon is going to illuminate things that are done in the dark. You clear out this fucking energy and you're going to clear out all that negativity. You're not going to have problems in your love life anymore. I feel like there's going to be a reconciliation coming in there. 52:33 on the clock when I said that. Yep. This person was a fucking snake. They were trying to create separation. They were trying to distract. They were trying to distract your mate from you. They were trying to lure them, be tempting. Tempted by the fruit of another. That song came in, have a listen to that song. I forget who does it, but that's got a message for you, collective, that are dealing with these kind of issues. You clear out that fucking energy. I'm telling you, it's going to bring you back into union. You're going to be able to heal your relationship. And in some cases, let the fucking snake have this motherfucker. Let him have just desserts as you wish, because they don't know what they're fucking getting themselves into is what I'm picking up. Yeah, go ahead. Take out my garbage. Thanks. And then you get the real deal comes in. This is a lasting, love relationship. And it's something deep, and it's something that really fulfills you on the soul level. And there's like true connection here. Yeah. And really beautiful. After that, we got the rider, and it sets you off on a whole new journey. And there's that home in the background again. Okay. But what does it involve you doing? It involves you taking your head out of the sand, right? You can't move forward, right? He's not going to go anywhere on an ostrich if the ostrich has its head in the sand. You got to be willing to look at things as they are, see things as they are. And I think for some of you, it's going to be shocking. You're going to realize that people that you thought you could trust were actually working against you. And you may be surprised in what ways, okay? But don't fall for the fucking kiss up energy, okay? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And like I said, if some of you got a mirror and it was given to you as a gift, I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm going with it, okay? 54:44 on the clock when I said that. You need to bring that shit to an end. It's blocking your abundance. It's blocking your blessings. somebody did some shit on that, or there's some juju on that. Just old energy attached to that item, that object. It happens, you know, and it can fuck you up. You saw the Brady Bunch, man. He had his little tiki, and he fucking brought that home, and it brought all kinds of fuck shit on the Bradys. You know, you need to be aware. Items can carry energy, and I think you need to get rid of that shit for real. Okay. Because you're meant to start on this brand new beginning with this 28 energy here. It leads you to all kinds of wild gifts. It's going to be an adventure. This is very much like the Fool card, you know, but it does involve you taking your head out of the sand, looking at things as they are. And from there, you're really going to chart your course, and you're going to start to move in the direction of your fulfillment and that place called home. All right. So that's what I got for you all. 55 on the clock when I said that. Big time of change. Some wild stuff that came in with that. That's why I love to work with these cards, because they're so bizarre. And I'm able to get, you know, a lot more kind of spicy messages. I really enjoy that. All right. Oh, I'm going to just pick us one charm too. One charm for what's coming in for us. See if I can beat the clock. I only got a few minutes left to record on my StreamYard. We'll see if I can do it. Okay. Ooh, we got the top hat. Okay. I see it's going to be time to celebrate. It's going to be time to get decked out. You know, you're going to be out and about. You're going to be seen. And I do see some of you really being recognized. You know, you're going to be going to some parties, okay? You're going to be going to some parties, getting out there, being seen, and, you know, feeling yourself. Yeah, you know. I also think some of you that are planning weddings, you know, you're going for something really kind of formal. I actually just saw almost like a Victorian theme. So I don't know if some of you are planning on doing that, but that came in too. So have fun, get ready to party, you know, get ready to get on your best clothes, you know, look your best, because people are going to see you. You're going to be going places. You're going to be out and about. And when you're out and about, you're going to be making those connections. So always be ready for an opportunity to come in. I really feel like that's the energy that is front and center right now. It may not seem like it. It's just around the corner. You watch. As soon as it hits solstice, man, after that, that's when that lightning strikes. And you know, I don't even know. And lightning just struck outside. You can't make this shit up. I don't even know if I had those lyrics right to that Rocky Horror Picture Show song, but you know what I'm talking about. Is that the Time Warp? Is it? I don't know. We'll have to look. If I find out it's the Time Warp, or if I figure out what the song is, I'm going to post it in the comments after this video airs. And there's some kind of message there for all of us collective. All right. Thanks for dropping in with me. I hope you have a fucking super awesome lunar cycle. Enjoy this full moon energy. Do your cleanup work. Wrap it up. We got a whole new story about to begin. It's soon to be showtime. Get on your finest. You got to make a smashing appearance, okay? Show them what you're working with.